No orbit mode. And now, if I move away, it switches back to the player. Oh, it's so huge. Anyway, I think you guys came here for this, not for me bitching about the new update. Or rather, applauding the new update. So if you guys didn't see, you might want to watch the video of me building this, but if you don't care, allow me to just show you what this gun does. It is a revolving gun. And it needs a home. So today, that's what I'm doing. That's all I'm doing is building a ship for this thing to ride in. And to make full use of it, this is actually going to be situated near the rear of the ship. And it's going to be mostly covered by the ship itself. Alright, so you want to be smart about this by creating the shell first. And then placing this copy. Otherwise, what would happen was we would place it would place all the ammo intakes, and then it would go, oh yeah, we're assigned to the first shell. Oh wait, shoot, there's no shell built into this ship. Okay, we'll be unassigned, I guess. And then, when I add the shell, then I would have to go through and manually do every single one. But now, if I look in the ammo intake, it's already assigned. So that saves us God knows how much work doing it that way. And the goofy thing it loves doing when it has too much... Oh god. I gotta pause physics for a moment because... Yeah, these things love getting weird when they touch the water. And it just can't calculate buoyancy right because of spin block jank. Speaking of, I guess it gets even worse while it's spinning, so, we are going to need to hold this out of the water, because apparently even when it's frozen with caps lock, that thing is so horrifically laggy just from touching the water that it's unusable. Or rather, unwork-onable? I don't know what the hell to say. It don't work. Not good idea. Oh my god. Oh my god, who'd have guessed this thing's laggy? Who would have guessed this thing might cause problems? Or maybe it's just laggy because of the way that it is? Now, since this is going to be at the far back, it will obliterate any sort of balance that this thing has with its center of mass. So we're going to need to switch this to alloy. Perfect, it just barely doesn't clip, which is exactly what we want. We want it to barely fit. Oh, this does technically clip with the model because the muzzle brakes go a little bit further forward. Alright, we've got the basic shape, and we're gonna smooth out these weird, big, flat edges with, some kind of little superstructure running along the side, maybe with windows. I think that's going to be pretty cool. But up here, it's going to start cutting inward. Actually, I have a different... What if it goes up like a little cup and then scoops downward into a channel? Do you think that thing can fire from it? Actually, I'm going to move it down one more just so we're sure that the failsafe isn't... Or rather, that these aren't blocking it. Alright, so that channel's gonna move forward, and then as it goes further forward, it's gonna use offsets to just slowly slide down and open up. Alright, so this will be about... Oh, it's gonna slope down. You know what? I have an idea. It's going to slope down to about right here. There's going to be a big wall with a forward window, and then the rest is going to be in the front. And of course, this entire thing is going to have a shell of heavy armor underneath. Why is this chunk so shiny? compared to everything else. It's a front spider. Front spider? A front sider. We all know there needs to be wedge spam. I don't know what a front spider is, though. That sounds terrifying. Alright. How expensive are we already? 602. So that's 102 for this shell so far. It might be reasonable. It won't be reasonable. You know, I really thought this would look worse. That slopes pretty well there. Oh, perfect. This size I went for is perfect for 3 4-meter slopes, so I can put like make it look there's like support bars behind the windshield. Alright, we got this. Oh my god, it's lagging so bad, but I'm working on the this like giant control room. I wish I could actually show it off. Ooh, I've got kind of a cool idea for this. Oh my god. Yeah, the game is completely frozen now. Huh. Yeah, it just seems like it can't handle this ship. I'm gonna delete the gun as I'm building this because I don't need it there anymore. It's still using the exact same amount of memory. What? It's using more memory, actually. I guess because I'm just looking at more. It's using more memory. What the fuck? Well, either way, it's not being laggy anymore, even though it's still using all that memory. So, what I had an idea for was if this was like 2-tiered, if there was the control, like the main control deck, and then up here it cut in and there was like an upper control deck. And of course, this is still going to be a weak spot, so we need wedges. We're going to have the whole back of this be wedged up so that we have protection for the main gun. No protection for the people on the command deck, though. I guess that's fine. Who needs it? We're going to be a little lighter on the heavy armor because heavy armor spam is actually not the best armor setup. What we're going to do is have it be primarily heavy armor spam, but with some actual good, just thick alloy plating behind it. Apparently, even if the mesh is hidden with glass, it'll like be see-through, so I had to use alloy right here. That's a funny little weird glitch. There we go. So now we've got it back one. What the fuck? And now it's lagging a bunch again. It was fine when I was like fine when I'm looking at the whole thing, and then when I look at a specific part, it lags. Now I zoom out and I'm looking at the whole thing, and it's fine. And it froze my computer again. Ugh. Yeah, ship. I have never had a game from the depths just straight up crash like that. Damn. Oh man, I wanted to do my like time-lapse thing, but I can't because it crashed. God. My cat has just... Oh, and my cat is on my face, so I can't really talk right. My cat has now discovered it's not easy for her to hop up on my lap when I'm facing my computer. So she will reach up, grab the little... Do you know how chairs have like a little bar that you use to like pump up the chair? And like you can hold it to lower it. She'll reach up, grab that bar, and pull to spin my chair around so she can hop up on my lap. You are a little attention whore. This might look a little strange at first. It's gonna look strange after, but it's gonna look like it's kind of intentional. So if it's this sort of thing, not this sort of thing, and then it just rounds off to like a nice normal tip right here. It works. It works. It's huge. It doesn't catch at all. There's no failsafe happening here, right? Oh, it sometimes likes shooting itself. That's a shame. We'll fix that by not putting important shit up there. How well is it hitting with this, like, janky setup we've got going of it just forcing fire? It's pretty accurate. And you know what? They're nasty shells. There's some crazy strong shells, plus it's got some decent, auxiliary cannons. Even some Sea-Wiz, even some active defense, you know? Well-rounded. We'll call this well-rounded. It's round in some spots. Dear fucking God. Alright, next order of business. Actually give it enough ammo to run itself. Oh, this is gonna be hard, actually. Safely slotting in enough ammo for this. Oh. That's completely fair. Alright, and it has the tiny amount of ammo it needs. Ugh. Let's toss it up against something big. Fuck it. You know. We'll throw it against the pyre. I don't think this will end well. Its Sea-Wiz is actually pretty effective, considering I forgot to add munition warners. So, you know, once I add munition warners, it might actually, you know, do something. That'll be a use for these little weird... I have no idea what to call them. Little weird steps. Okay, maybe let's not toss it against a real ship. I don't think this thing works against a real ship. Yeah, no, it does really good damage. The thing is, shitty ship. It's a flimsy ship that really needs to be improved. It's anything usable. Because stuff like those god-awful Grey Talon railguns will just rip straight through it and still hit things. It's not nearly enough armor for it. I mean, that's one of the main things about front-siders, is you want a small profile, which this thing is, not. But, you know, I think I've made it very clear this thing isn't practical, or what it is, or pretty, or, it's a vibe. It has a look to it. It appears. God damn, I want to give this thing a full interior. I want to just keep doubling down, make this the goofiest looking ship. It's not hard, I've already got a pretty solid start. But yeah. That was my first attempt. Oh, yep, it looks like it occasionally misfires. You know what, we'll just call that the thing's lore. Wait, is it actually punching open, like... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think that was friendly fire right there. Alright. We're going to do what any sane and responsible inventor does, and all the test quits before it destroys itself and starts to show some of its more serious issues. So yeah, that's a hovercraft that uses a revolving diff gun. Oh, it looks kind of cool when it does that. You can check out my Discord to suggest more things like this. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel to see a future video where we're gonna actually give this like more interior, armor it up, just slowly work this into maybe a usable ship. Add some anti-aircraft guns so it doesn't just get blitzed down by anything that moves too fast. I can't promise much beyond that. I was about to say maybe make it fight the pyre, but no. I don't think this thing will fight the pyre unless I crank it up to like 2 million materials. But yeah, thanks for watching and have a nice day. Oh hey, right as I said that, it took off the entire superstructure. Neat.